Rocky and Derrick Show. If you like our interviews, please visit our website, rockyandderrickshow.com, and visit our photo and video galleries. Today we're here with
Dari FATZ.
Who does?
I am the founder of Dynamic Hot Yoga, Some Like It Hot, in Doha, Qatar.
Where is it?
Doha, Qatar is located in the Middle East.
Do you have the specific address?
We're located in the European Family Club in Doha, Qatar.
How did you get started?
It's a very good question. I've discovered yoga actually 6 years ago. I got sick and took a leave from work and returned to the United States to recover. And so, I just happened to ask someone in the community, what can I do to get in shape and what type of activities I can get myself into. And this lady actually told me, you don't need to do anything else, just do Bikram yoga. And I didn't know what Bikram yoga was, but it is hot yoga. And I asked, well, what is that? So she said, it's yoga postures practiced in a heated room, okay? And she invited me to come to a class. I attended the class, and my life just hasn't been the same ever since. And so upon taking the class, I said, well, how can I bring hot yoga to Doha? Because there wasn't a hot yoga studio there. And so I made that leap of faith. I quit my job, went to Thailand, spent 4 months there, and immersed myself into the practice and got certified, returned to Doha, and was on a mission, and Dynamic Hot Yoga was born.
How long have you been working there?
Been in business now for 2 years, since 2015.
Is there only a studio in Doha, or do you want to expand it?
Definitely, that's a good question. I'm actually here back home in the U.S. because I'm initiating a Dynamic Hot Yoga Karma Yoga tour, and I'm hoping to kickstart the tour right here in Greensboro, all the way up and down the East Coast.
Does it cost money to sign up and do it?
That's also a good question. You've heard the saying, what goes around comes around, right? Okay, so with Karma Yoga, it's about an attitude, right? It's that attitude of serving people, the community, the world, right? And giving back what was given to you, okay? And so it's free. And this is just something that I want to bring to the community. So any place I go and teach a class is entirely free for the entire community, kids and adults. Yeah, so actually the Karma Yoga event will actually be taking place in the Dynacom Event Center in Greensboro on Wendover Avenue, and the whole entire community is welcome to practice.
So you live here in the United States?
I actually live in Doha and as well as here. This is home. So I'm homegrown from North Carolina.
How hard is it to run a business there and still be here at the same time?
It just takes dedication, hard work, focus, and commitment. But again, it's not when you love what you do, it's not work, right? Just like you guys, you're doing such an amazing job. I love this.
Are you the member? Are you the owner there?
The owner and operator, the first African American owner of a hot yoga studio in Doha, Qatar.
Do you think there'll be more people than there already is there joining?
A lot of members have graced themselves on the mat. Hundreds and hundreds of people have come and practiced. And again, it's just something that I love. This is just my way of giving back to the community.
How big is your studio?
It's just a regular size studio with the mirrors and with the wooden floor, and people just come in, and the style of yoga that I teach is Hatha yoga, and what makes it dynamic is that I incorporate Hatha yoga, I incorporate Ashtanga as well as Yin yoga. I'm also Yin yoga certified as well, so that's what makes it dynamic enough. Yeah. So it's all in the yang, so they say.
Did you always wanted to do yoga?
I can't say that I've always wanted to do yoga, but I was always curious. And so I think I've stopped beating myself up because I wish I had discovered yoga much long ago than the 5-6 years that I've actually discovered it and started practicing. But of course, yoga has been along for centuries. Yeah.
If it's free, how do you make money?
Well, what I'm doing, this tour is free for the people. So I have the business. That's how I make the money. But even within my business, I'm constantly offering free events to the community because, again, I want people to come out and benefit from this powerful and effective style of yoga. It's very powerful. It's beneficial. It's therapeutic. It's holistic. It's meditative. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. And I mean, anybody and everyone can do it. No experience required. It's beginner's practice. And even though it's the same sequence, okay, but every practice is entirely different. You come to the mat, what you bring to the mat is what you get out of the practice, right? Yeah.
Do you just do hot yoga, or do you do all those type of yogas too?
I do all kinds of yoga. And because I teach so much, my practice does suffer a little bit, but as a lifelong learner, right, and the global citizen that I am constantly educating myself. And so any chance I get to jump in a yoga teacher training, I'm doing that because that's what I do. Yeah.
How can people get in contact with you?
You can visit me on my website at www.dynamichoyoga-doha.com or info@dynamichoyoga-doha.com.
In your own words, what advice would you give the kids?
Just try it. Because it's for everybody. It's for everybody. It's good for everybody. I mean, that's the only way I can, describe it.
Well, that's it for today, guys. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and if you like our interview and you want to become a sponsor, go to our website, rockyderrickshow.com. And be sure to go check out our YouTube channel, Family Fun Channel 9. Goodbye.